let's jump into the tip number 4 in terms of making a sound financial decision when rolling over a 401k. Tip number 4 is be wary of free or no fee claims.
So oftentimes you may hear free rollovers or it costs nothing to manage the IRA, but I would be very cautious because there's a cost to everything and you want to make sure you're properly educated because I have not seen very many free retirement accounts. The biggest thing that I try to pride myself on as an advisor is being very transparent with the cost. And same with Edward Jones. I mean, they drive that home as being open with the cost and making sure not only you explain it once, but multiple times.
So let's go to tip number 5, which this is really interesting. It's really just understanding that there is a conflict of interest when you are talking with an advisor like you or you're talking with a mortgage professional like me. We are going to make some sort of commission, some sort of financial incentive because we have to pay our bills. Right? Pay our mortgages. And why don't you talk a little bit about that and how that works in this world?
I'd be glad to. So inherently there's a conflict there because if you're going to roll your 401k from a plan that I'm not working with you on and I'm not making any compensation from it to a plan where I would, there's a conflict that arises. However, we go back to the code of ethics and the standard that we set. And if somebody is very transparent like myself in explaining the cost, then it helps smooth out that conflict because you know that we're walking through tips to make sure you make the best decision that you can.
All right, let's go to the next tip, which is compare investment options and other services. So is this inside of the plan that you would roll over? Is that what you're referencing?
Absolutely. Inside of the plan, they may have options that are great options for you, and it may actually keep you or having me make a recommendation to maybe stay in the plan.
Right. So you're going to look at their existing 401k plan and look at what the investment options are. And then at that point, you would determine, do we have enough variety? Does this meet the risk tolerance? Does it have the components that they're looking for? And if it doesn't, maybe you would roll that into the IRA like we've been discussing and maybe give them more options.
Because sometimes one of the biggest reasons why people do rollovers is limited investment options. That's definitely a plus for an IRA. And I really think that comparing what they have in the plan versus what you can offer elsewhere is good. Another reason is some people may not know what those options even mean.